Hey everyone, welcome back to another SAT math video. This is a question from the official 2024 test bundle 5 math module 2 linked in the description. The function p models the population in thousands of a certain city t years after 2003. According to the model, the population is predicted to increase by 4% every n months. What is the value of n? And we know that t is in years. So this question is quite tricky if you don't know where to start and what to solve, right? Because they don't give us a lot of information. They just describe this function. But what exactly is this function? This function is an exponential function, right? And they're telling us that the population is increasing by 4% every n months, right? They tell us every n months, but we are given t in terms of years, right? So 1 year times 6/4 will give us the total number of months, which will cause this value to increase by 4%. So I'll say that again. Any increase in the 1 year of t, right? 1 year times 6/4 will give us how many months? Well, we don't really know, some n number of months. So let's try and write that out and solve for t, right? So let's just say if the exponent is equal to 1, right? Let's just say we're this after one time period, right, we had some number of months, right? 6/4 times t. That means t, if we solve for t, basically just timing both sides by 4/6, times this by 4/6, that cancels out, so t is going to be 4/6 or equal to 2/3. Okay, so what does this mean, right? Well, we are just trying to basically figure out, because we know this is some exponent, right? We have like a graph, an exponential graph, right? We are just imagining when we go from t equals, not t per se, but when this exponent, right? When this exponent goes in some increment of time, right? Let's just say that's n months, right? And we are incrementing by n months by whenever we increase this exponent, where we're by increasing t by 1, right? So we can just imagine that this is like a plus 1t, etc., etc. And then whatever happens, with the graph happens with the graph. So that's kind of what we're doing here, right? To just see if this is incremented by 1n, how much of an increment of t do we have, right? So we can imagine this entire thing equals n, right? So incrementing by 1n, or incrementing this exponent up by 1n months, how many fractions of a t is that? I guess that's the best way to say it, right? So this is like a really tricky question. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had to look at the answer before doing this one, because I didn't really know how to do it at first. But we're not done yet, right? So we know that t is equal to 2/3, right? But remember, t is in terms of years, right? So we just would times it by 2/3, and then there's 12 months in a year. So that's going to give us 24/3, which would give us 8. So is that one of our answer choices? Yes, it is right here. So there you have it. That is how you solve this SAT question. Let me know in the comments below if anything was unclear. This one is a pretty hard one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I definitely did not get it my first try. So don't feel discouraged. Always just keep practicing. Let me know again if there's anything unclear or that you didn't get in this question. I'm sensing that there might be a lot of things or a lot of people that didn't quite understand, which is totally fine. Thank you so much for watching. Check out Khan Academy and the links in the description for other places to self-study. And as always, again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.